Hello, Aries. Welcome to your reading for May 1st to the 10th. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right into it. Hello, are you ready for the ride of your life? We're here. We're here. A lot of big things happening for you, okay? We're officially leaving those stuck, hard energies that began the beginning of 2025 for positive change, for growth, especially in your material world, since we are in Taurus season. It represents your second house, your physical world, right? Money, your values, we'll get into it, okay? But also, this is like spiritual growth. This is emotional growth. This is all about gains and hashtag gains. That's what this is this week, all right? You are definitely leaving the old world. You're moving into your new world, new you. You're graduating and you're seeing things play out. You're evolving, okay? It's a great time of transformation. You see that, all right? So, blue asterisk, by the way, remember the best asterisk, the best aspects of the week. And there are going to be some stuff that, I didn't mention in your monthly forecast that's posted last week. And because it's so recent, we're just going to graze over the ones that, that we talked about last week. But I'll give you a little bit more that I didn't discuss. Like the fact that on Thursday, May 1st, we actually do have the moon in Cancer sextiling the sun. Wow. What a kickoff. What a kickoff, right? That is just this very easy going, like this ease into the month right off the bat. The perfect blend of your emotions and your sense of self and your identity, your core values, all that. All right. Big focus on home and family and loved ones, the foundation of your life. Now, Friday, May 2nd, remember we have Venus conjuncting Neptune in your sign. All right. So again, not going to go too deep here. I talk about this in detail in your last week's reading, but it is in your sign. What is your heart desire? It's happening at 1 degree, the Aries degree. It's a time to initiate. Use this, please. Use this. Right? With compassion, the arts, spirituality, everything that Neptune represents, your ideals, your vision. Okay. Remember, this is the first time in over a century, and we will never have this again. We will never have this again while Mars is in Leo, right? And at 1 degree, you just can't make this up, okay? The biggest thing, remember, this is, Venus and Neptune, they both rule love, romance, romanticizing, but taking that action. It's happening. It's a conjunction, so you'll feel it really strongly. It's in your sign. And don't forget that both planets do rule music. So like I said last week, that's probably the most important thing. Please play music that's going to inspire you, okay? Doesn't matter. Beethoven, Native American drum beats, meditation music, Bjork, it doesn't matter. Just put it on, because music, as you know, makes you feel emotions. It makes you feel moved. All right. And I did tell you about HemiSync last week. You need headphones to do it. Okay. Go on Spotify as well, or YouTube. Just Google, do a search on HemiSync to bring up that type of meditation music. What it does, it plays one frequency. It plays a frequency in one ear and then a completely different one in the other. And that unifies that right side of your brain, right? Left side of your brain as well, the creative side and the, logical side. And then, boom, right there, your third eye, your pineal gland activated, okay? According to the ancients, they said sound is the key to the universe. And if that's the case, the Taurus is the door, okay? Taurus. I know with my accent, but it's just your biofield. Right? We all have a human energy field, and sound raises your frequency and your energy, so you have a big portal. So let this set the tone for the month and visualize, okay, and create. Remember, both planets represent creativity. Mars and Leo. Leo is the domain of creativity. You're getting hit 3 ways with creativity. So huge, wonderful symphony happening at this time. And just right off the bat, the fact that this is happening in your sign, you can use it any way that you want. You honestly can use it any way that you want, and you will feel that fearless energy here. And just to give you a little reminder, I don't think I mentioned this last week, but yeah, Saturn's here too. So Saturn is going to help stabilize things. Okay. So just keep that in mind. This is great for being inspired. And never forget that life has no limitations except the ones you make. Thank you, Arthur C. Clarke. All right. Now, the other thing is, I did tell you last week in your monthly forecast, the moon will be in Cancer, trining Venus, Saturn, Neptune, the North Node, sextiling Uranus, and the South Node. So, three things here. This is on the same day. Not only do we have a grand trine, right? This is such a special day. We have the moon in Cancer with the North Node in Pisces and Ceres, right? The two asteroids here that, we talk about the asteroids, planetoids, lunations in the second spread. You also have Juno. At play in Scorpio. This is such a transformative. So what you have here is you've got the three most feminine planets, the moon, Venus, and Neptune, perfectly harmonizing, but then you throw in these, really fierce, divine, feminine planetoids. Whoa, you're good. There's something special here. Really, really special. Okay. Again, we'll talk about it in the second spread, but it's just, you're going to love this. You're going to love this, especially in the way, your nurturing side's going to come out. And to be honest, while I have you, just looking at what's going on for you, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because we will talk about this in June. Pay attention to what happens around this time. Please pay attention, because when the moon is in Cancer, when Jupiter moves into Cancer, exalted next month, it's going to hit this degree. And so there is going to likely be some things that just put things, move the needle. That's all it is. All right. To where you want to be in June. Okay. And think about how Mars was in Cancer and retrograde all year. Okay. Was going in and out. That's when you were feeling stuck. Mars is your ruler. That's when things were just maybe even things going on with home and family and loved ones and, the foundations of your life. Like this is good. What's happening here. All right. A little pattern that's giving you a wink for what's to come in June. Now, the other thing is when we get to the weekend, there are three significant things that are happening that will impact this entire week. I'll talk about in the second spread, but it does include these two asteroids that are highly activated and with the North Node and will be conjuncting Saturn. Okay. Now, you might feel very, very creative. And I'll just tell you, the moon's going to be in Leo. All right. I'm just looking at what's going on for y'all. The moon's going to be in Leo. There you go. All right. Which is really fun. It's all about love and sex and, creativity, self-expression, hobbies. You're going to have fun. All right. Because there's also something else happening, but let's just keep going. All right. So, you've got, and Mercury will sextile Jupiter, by the way. We're going to get to that in a second. I just want to let you know that you will feel this a few days before Mercury sextiles Jupiter. All right. Remember, sextiles are windows of opportunity, but it's just 2 degrees. So you will feel this over the weekend. Okay. And then Ceres is conjunct the North Node. I mean, there's just so much happening as soon as we get started this month. And an asteroid, planetoid, actually the fourth largest asteroid, Hygeia, named after the goddess of health. And remember, Ceres is linked to Virgo. The South Node is in Virgo. And Hygeia is also linked to Virgo. And so there are themes of, health and sanitation, holistic living, as well as medicine, diet, all of that. That's going to come up. That's going to come up around this time. Again, we'll talk about the second spread because there is a Saturn Ceres conjunction and Uranus conjuncting Hygeia in your second house. Okay. It's the body. So anyway, Sunday on the 4th, May 4th, Pluto does go retrograde. We talked about this last week. This is just a good time for you to really go within. Remember, your transformation comes from within. This is all about your personal empowerment. Pluto is empowerment. Pluto is in Aquarius in your 11th house. So you're probably rethinking friendships, your communities, groups that you belong to, social media even. And it's not, it really is something that is going to help you grow and see things that you need to see. Okay. Really, really nice. But also your 11th house is your hopes and wishes and future dreams too. So you're definitely going to be doing a lot of thinking about your future goals. All right. Now we get to Monday. This is when we have May 5th, Mercury, sextile Jupiter. This is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. One of the luckiest days. All right. It's Jupiter, right? Luck, good fortune, all of that. Profit. It's amazing. There's something here with communication for you. You're probably, okay, so first of all, Mercury is Hermes, right? The son of Jupiter, who is Zeus. So this alignment here is this, what's happening here is insanely nice. And it does bring good news. That's the main thing. Or a new idea, or you learn something new, or you plant a seed through some type of communication. The fact that you've got Mercury, Gemini's ruler, by the way, opening doors for you on this day. Remember days before, maybe a day after, with Jupiter, who is in Gemini. And so I really just want you to use this, okay? There can be something here with contracts, agreements, important conversations, business, new ideas, education. Whatever it is broadening your horizons. It's where you're becoming wiser. There's maybe something here with siblings, neighbors, your local community, launching a new project, anything that you're curious about too. Okay. And remember, you've got Mercury in your sign all week. You know that. This is all you, Aries. This is all you. And when you got Mercury in your sign and Jupiter in Gemini, an air sign, anything that happens, it could be the quickest, really like a DM, a 20-second chat that you have, with the pool boy. Something here, just pay attention, but also plant those seeds. Be social, be proactive, make yourself available. It's also really great for brainstorming, but the reason why this is so great is because we are in Taurus season. Remember what I said in your monthly forecast, okay? Even in your April forecast when we moved into Taurus season, that is your second house of your physical world, of your income, of salary, of finances, even food, by the way, and self-worth and self-value. And Taurus season, it's fertile ground, okay? So the seeds that you plant, really, really nice, because Taurus is an earth sign, fertile ground, right? In spring where things grow. Unlike, let's say, Capricorn, earth sign in winter, where that's more about like long-lasting, long-term. Anyway, mutable signs, Gemini, if you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising or your moon, for your sister or husband, whoever, mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces will definitely feel this the most. And you, I'm throwing you in here. And if you know your natal chart, your birth chart, if you have any planets between 20 to 24 degrees, any of the signs I just mentioned, and it doesn't matter. Remember, we look at angular aspects. You'll feel it the most. And here's the reason why I want you to take action now. Because just to give you a heads up, you're going through some big life changes, Aries. And I think that you know that. Jupiter will sextile Chiron, which is in your sign. I can't even make this up. That is so enormously special. That will happen there. That will happen May 18th, the same day that Jupiter will square the North Node and the South Node at the same time of the Uranus Cazimi. You're going to start feeling Jupiter sextile Chiron now, all right? So it's that deep healing, that actually with this sextile, it comes easier. Use it, okay? Or where you become a healer, where you're gaining wisdom, okay? It's you being in a mindset of what's taking my energy, what do I have to let go to expand? What's holding me back? Or what am I doing to hold myself back? because remember, it's Chiron. It's really deep. It's where we find our most vulnerable wounds. Okay, it's all about freeing yourself, all in the name of love and self-love and gratitude, kindness, all of that. So again, remember, this is going to be happening. You're going to start feeling it now. All right. Now, Tuesday, May 6th, you got Venus in your sign, sextile Pluto in Aquarius. What? This is amazing. Like I said in your last week's reading, pick your favorite White Lotus character, plotline, whatever it is. This aspect is power, it's sex, it's money, and it's secrets. Okay. It's disclosure. There could be something here where you're learning true feelings about someone or discovering something that you need to see. There really could be something here about your future long-term goals or vision with a relationship, with empowerment, with a community, with a friendship, okay? Or with finances, all right? So just keep that in mind, okay? Now, cross watchers here, fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. If you know your chart, planets between 0 to 6 degrees, and any of those signs I mentioned will feel this the most, okay? So, now, there's something else that I really want you to take care of. Okay, so remember I just brought up Hygeia and Ceres and how they're both linked to Virgo, and the moon is actually going to be in Virgo on May 6th to about the 8th. And remember, the South Node is in Virgo. So Virgo, for you Aries, that is your 6th house of health. You've got the moon in Virgo conjuncting the South Node, squaring Jupiter opposite the North Node and Saturn and Ceres, but trining Hygeia, who is conjuncting Uranus. I know that's a lot, and it is. So what does this mean? It means we'll talk about the second spread, but just to let you know, around this time, you maybe focus on health. Health matters, and I want you to, okay? I want you to really pay attention. Emotional, mental, physical, spiritual, social, any type of that. There may be something that comes up where you're like, I want to change this. I recognize what it is. And because it's in the South Node, it's what we want. It's what we learned that we want. We are letting go now. Okay? Just do not overthink things or be hard on yourself at all. All right? It can be a little too self-critical, and you don't want to do that. And then Saturday, we got Mercury moving into Taurus. So Mercury leaves your sign. And this is great because now you got money on your mind, right? Remember, Taurus rules your second house. Mercury is a mind. Mercury is communication. This is being a lot more practical. Like I said, just taking a step back, looking at the big picture, a lot more grounded than Mercury in your sign, which is very, very fiery. All right. Thinking about the breakthroughs that you want in your life, Aries. So let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for the first week, May 1st to the 10th, for Aries. Sun, moon, and rising. I got to sit up. I don't know if you can see. I am wearing a back brace. I still have that injury, but I'm healing. Aries, what am I talking about? Let's talk about you. Aries, sun, moon, and rising. May 1st to the 10th. All right, Aries. Wow, there's a lot happening. And as you can see, a lot with the lunations. And there is going to be a lot of the asteroids and planetoids have come out to play. And again, I really just want you to remember Chiron with Jupiter, okay? That's really wonderful. It's giving you this portal for self-healing, profound self-healing with all these, planetoids and the moon in Virgo, all, health. And anyway, Aries, I do a traditional call to cross spread, offers the best overview. And if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, I love y'all. All right, let's get, oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Yeah, you're good. Your life is changing. It's going to change right off the bat. Like I said, you're already going through major change. I wouldn't be surprised. And don't forget, you have that new moon in Taurus. Did you, right? You got that new moon in Taurus. You planted seeds, right? I hope you did. It was in your second house of income, salary, finances, self-worth, self-value, material possessions, things that you value, your sense of worth. Am I getting paid what I'm worth? Things like that. A lot of y'all making. Well, let's get started. Let's get started. Look at you're good. You get a mic drop. You get everything. You got the 5 of Cups in your past. Hey, listen. We went through some really hard energies in April. It was very overwhelming. You know, I even told you the last week of April, like, come on, with Mars opposite Pluto, that was not with Sun square Mars, with Sun square Pluto, all of that. Everything is just kind of building. We had those North Node activations that could have been strong. All of that could have been strong. But there could have been some changes, okay? It's time to let things go. That's all it is. Whether it was you that did something and you're in a place where you're like, I don't know if I should have done that, you know? Or if something happened where maybe I don't know, your department was let go and you do what I mean? Like, you got to see it as there's something big coming for you. And I've told you this. We're moving into these greater energies of like blessings. And so you're going to be fine. Just don't hold on to the past. You've got to look forward. That's all it is. This is a Scorpio card too. So this can be like a relationship as well. Something with money as well. Finances, right? But remember, you're moving in this whole new direction. New era. That's it. Come on. You got the Queen of Wands. You're going to be fine. You're the Queen of Wands. She is, first of all, Aries. So that's you. Okay. And she's also like the entrepreneur. That's you, right? This is really great. You're going to be fine. She gets whatever she wants. She's the Queen of Wands. She has so much compassion too. Just a lot of passion. A lot of passion. And so you're going to feel fired up. You're going to feel ready. Like, I got this new thing I want to do. Or you're already in that place. Okay. Here's the other thing. Queen of Wands. People gravitate toward her. Yeah. She's like this shining light. She radiates. She can walk into a room like Meryl Streep, get whatever she wants. That's the Queen of Wands, okay? She knows the law of attraction. She knows how it works. And you do see the sunflower in her hand, even the sunflowers in her throne, you know? That exists in the actual sun card. Therefore, she has the powers of the sun. So when I say she radiates. So this week, I want you to radiate. I want you to get whatever you want. I want you to be charming. And I want you to be communicative. She's social AF, right? I told you to be social this month, right? Whatever you want, you can get. Keep that in mind. All right? Mind over matter, especially with Mercury moving it like in your sign. You got the Chariot in your challenge area. Listen, here's the thing. The Chariot, when you look at your entire spread, you see that there's something new happening. Like in ways that you can believe, right? Well, you got the Chariot in your challenge area. Two things here. A, please don't lose any inspiration. Please don't slow down. Please move forward. The Chariot doesn't look back, but he is in your challenge area. It's coming after the 5 of Cups. So if there is anything that happened where you're like, right? You have to move forward. You have to do, remember, a lot of it's like mind over matter, but you've got Venus conjunct Neptune in your sign saying, hey, use us, okay? Remember, it's not just that, it's the moon as well. It's all those other planets saying, hey, use us, all right? So creativity, plant those seeds. Second thing is, it does look like someone is not moving forward with you on your journey. So just keep that in mind. Life is cycles, right? Life is cycles. We go through cycles. We go through karmic cycles. We learn our lessons. Just saying that I've learned my lesson from that situation. And it can be anything. It can be a boss. It could be your boss. It could be, you know what I mean? Like neighbor, whatever resonates with you. But it just seems like you're moving into this new cycle. So again, like I said, don't be hard on yourself and don't be uninspired. You need to just keep going now. Some of y'all, are y'all traveling too? Is there may be something with travel that's a little, you have a car or something with the cars coming up. Anyway, you got the Six of Pentacles. All right, so just be mindful is all I'm saying. All right. Now, you have the Six of Pentacles in your crown. That's great. That's sharing the wealth. That's feeling it. That's karma. This is karma. What you give, you receive. Okay? Now, you see that the very philanthropic man here is holding that scale. It's all about that balance. So ask yourself, and you may be doing it this week, and this is what's going to be crucial. Ask yourself, am I giving, but I'm not getting anything at all? Or am I sitting here and waiting to receive, like whatever, but I'm not giving anything, right? Remember what I said. Taurus season can do that. Taurus season is all about comfort. Sometimes you can just sit there and just wait for things to happen. No, it doesn't work like that. But it seems like you're aware of that, right? With that. So this is really great. And again, remember I said finances, money, all of that. Big thing here. Okay. Really big thing. In fact, this is a Taurus card. Keep that in mind. It doesn't, Pentacles are your physical reality too. It's a 5-pointed star. Okay. It literally can be consciousness, expanding your consciousness by doing little things to raise your frequency, complimenting someone every day because you make their day. They're in a good mood. They make, you see how energy is, everything's energy. Yeah. You got the Fool and the root of your spread and the world in your future. Whoa. This is a weekly reading. This isn't even, so yeah, do it. You see him standing on the edge of the cliff. Do it. Is where you're starting this new journey. Look at that enthusiasm, that innocence, the full abundance of the sun, optimism, opportunities. And when I say he's standing on the edge of the cliff, he's not even looking down. Okay? That's confidence, right? That's taking risks. Take those risks. You got to trust your intuition and know that the universe is on your side and have faith in yourself too. You got the world. So there is something ending. All right. You're entering this brand new. It seems like you're getting something and it's changing your world. The world, the last of the major arcana now. So you see that dancing figure, dancing for a reason. So be very proud of yourself. You're ending one huge, not even chapter, era of your life, moving into a new era. That wreath shaped as 0, referencing the Fool, which comes right after, it's a cycle. I said everything is cyclical. Once you come to the end, you got this new beginning. You're good. You're absolutely good. You got a lot to look forward to. Let's get to your stuff. Aries, y'all are amazing. Listen, hey, I'm here for you. And I love what's going on for y'all. I can't even just the fact that you've got Saturn and Neptune moving into Aries, into your sign at the end of this month. Like when I say your life is about to change in ways that you could never imagine, it will. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Aries, talk to me. Tell me what's going on. And again, I'm here. I love y'all. Let's see what's going on. Okay, okay. You want to talk? Let's talk. Aries, this is going to be a life-changing week. You see it? I don't even have to tell you that. Remember, a lot of it is kicked off with that new moon, right? In Taurus. I hope you planted seeds. What do you want 6 months from now? Yeah? You're good. You're absolutely good. You got to make it. There's something you got the King of Swords, which is really great. We love the King of Swords, right? Power. That's authority. That's you feeling that confidence in communication, but letting people see that you are confident. Just like the Queen of Wands, any of these kings or queens, they're confident. They have that leadership quality. King of Swords, great at decision making, really good at communicating. This is someone who can map things out. He's a member of Mensa, very intelligent. He's ready to use his sword whenever. He's got the head above the clouds. So again, a lot of this is you. It's all about your mindset this week and communicating. Okay? We're really, really communicating. But it does seem like you are going to be this force to be reckoned with. It's clear here to have this new, era for you. You got the Page of Cups in your external factors area. So remember, Mercury will sextile Jupiter. it's lucky. It's really lucky. It's good fortune and it's expansion. And you have the Page of Cups, a really big messenger in your subtle factors area. So there may be a message here that you are receiving. There could be someone coming through, new person for a creative project, for a new job that you're hiring interns, whatever it is. This is amazing. Okay. Relationship, whatever you want, whatever you want. Cups are emotions, it's feelings, it's love, it's intuition, it's imagination, creativity, all here with the Page of Cups. And what? You got the Magician too. So you got the World, you got the Magician, you got the Fool. You want this more than anything. You want this more than anything. And there is a part of you that's saying, I'm going to manifest whatever I want because I know I can. And so you have to believe in yourself. Do not turn back. That is the only thing. Okay. Don't question anything. Even with all this Virgo energy, which the sixth house for you, by the way, with the South Node in Virgo, and the South Node being so highly triggered and activated this week, the sixth house is everyday activities. It is work. It is your routines. It is health matters. We're learning our lessons, moving forward, we're letting things go. So you can start your new journey. Now you got the Two of Swords and your final outcome. And so there really is, it just feels like there's so much change that will happen. You're gonna have to not sit on some decisions and not sit on, maybe if you do get a job offer, you maybe even two. Remember this, you've got Mercury sextile Jupiter in Gemini. Okay. And so remember, this is all leading up to, we're moving into Gemini season mid-month, right? Gemini is a twin. I've told you this in the past. When Jupiter's in Gemini, sometimes things come in twos, Gemini being the twin. And with you having the Two of Swords and your final outcome, yeah, there could be a couple of different things that you're like, okay, which direction, all these doors are opening. Go within. You got Pluto going retrograde, go within. Okay. Connect with your intuition, with your emotions. You see her? I'm gonna show you something here. You see that her back is turned to both the sea and the moon? Intuition and emotions. So go within. All right. And again, there may be something here that keeps, from the past, keeps coming up with that Five of Cups, with that Two of Swords as well. It could be a partnership in a relationship. It can be career. It can be love. It can be, this is a Libra card too. We will have the moon in Libra this week, by the way. All right. So we're talking about in the second spread. And then that Chariot in your challenge area. So again, there may be someone that's just not coming with you on this journey. Your next journey, it can be a colleague. It's just what resonates with you. Sixth house, what you have to let go, by the way, is, like I said, work, colleagues, employees, bosses, things like that. Anyway, I would just show you one last thing. You see that, look at the Chariot here. Take a close look at this card. He's not going to slow down. He is going to move forward. How is he controlling those sphinxes? Because he ain't got no reins. Mind over matter. What did I say? It's all about the mind. Willpower. All right. Second thing, he's in cement. Look at him. He's not going anywhere. He's moving forward. So don't doubt yourself. Have that self-belief. It seems like you will. You're going to be taking risks. And that's what you want. You want that power, right? That magic. You got to believe in that magic. It's inside you. That light's inside you. Like I said, she radiates. So right here, just don't lose inspiration. Don't doubt yourself. None of that. You're going to be fine, because there is a little bit of doubt here as well. Go within to the point where you're comfortable taking off that blindfold. Okay. Because there is a little bit of resistance here as well. So Aries, thanks so much. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. Next week, we will go deeper in the aspects. Don't forget, we do have that full moon. Okay. Next week. So there are things ending anyway. Okay. There are things ending anyway. In fact, over this weekend, because this reading is from May 1st to the 10th, the moon actually, you're going to start feeling it does move into Scorpio before the 12th. So You already feel that intensity of some things are changing and ending anyway. And it is in your 8th house of death and rebirth, of transformation and regeneration, but also like partnerships and, money. There could be something here with money as well for the long term. But again, you're on this huge new trajectory, and it just seems like you're getting some things that you want, and you're moving into this brand new chapter. And yes, second spread, we are definitely going to talk about a lot of things here. Oh, did we talk about Mercury? Yeah, we did. But yeah, just know that there is going to be with the second spread. We'll talk about the lunations. I'm going to tell you the second luckiest day of this week. I'll tell you a day not to sign contracts or have important conversations. And I'm going to tell you the best days for love, money, and success. Aries, y'all are amazing. And anyone's welcome to join. We have a lot of fun. Well, I'm going to talk about these. I'm bringing Hygeia up for the first time. We'll talk soon. All right. Thanks so much, Aries. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.